This is Frank, your 4am connection, your 4am horse. And a horse is a horse is a horse, of course. No idea why I just said that. But come what may, I'm here to light your way. Broadcasting to you live on 777.7. That's 777 and 7/10, the luckiest frequency on your AM dial. Coming at you old school in the magic hour. When the world's asleep and there's no one but me and maybe a zombie or three to keep you company. And speaking of that magic hour, don't you go. Don't you dare disappear. Because I've got a magical mystery show for you. It's true, it's true. Just keep your radio tuned just right, and Frankie's gonna get you through the night. Is anybody out there? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Hello?
Oh, 4 a.m. again. Go back to sleep.
I need to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to get up.
What's that sound?
Are there really vampires?
Can I turn the webcam off? I really need to go.
If I just lie on this side, there's no way I can fall to bed again.
I want a big juicy hamburger.
Oh, I wonder what it'd feel like to be dead.
A spam plus B spam equals C spam.
I can dance in my underwear right now, and nobody can see. I can totally dance in my underwear.
I should have gone to the website.
Oh, stop thinking. Stop thinking.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
Sometimes I feel the urge to do something radical, like run at 4 a.m. where everything's still but me.
Why is green green? Why isn't it red or blue?
What if I just walked up to him and punched him in
A
the
big
face?
juicy hamburger with blue cheese melting on top, dripping on my tongue.
I never heard Dad come home.
Did aliens land in Roswell? Are they still there? Sometimes I can run for hours and never see another person. I don't think I studied enough for my history class.
Oh, I really hope we don't have to condition tomorrow.
I am not afraid of tomorrow.
The sun is shining, there's a slight breeze, the water is blue and perfect. I have the beach of Port Douglas, Australia all to myself. I am in my happy place. I am in my happy place.
I have to wake up in 86 minutes.
Is anyone out there?
There's a monster under the bed.
Anyone?
He talks to me.
Who's thinking this thought?
He's scared.
2?
To whom it may concern, I recently purchased your 4-inch peeling knife. It was on sale. But just because it was on sale doesn't mean it should be worse than a knife that's not on sale, right? You advertise it as, and I quote, the chef's ultimate weapon. The ergonomically designed handle offers maximum comfort, giving way to a razor-sharp carpet steel blade. You also know that it cuts your fruits and vegetables like hot butter, standing up to the demands of the busiest professional kitchens, not needing to be sharpened for 3 to 5 years. Now that's 3 to 5 years. Not weeks, not months, years. I've had your knife for 6 days, and in these 6 days, I've cut half a dozen tomatoes, 2 onions, 1 each red, yellow, and green peppers, and 2 cloves of garlic. Not bunches, cloves, not even big ones. And therein lies the problem. Last time, I take your knife that doesn't need to be sharpened for 3 to 5 years, and 13 vegetables later, it punks out. When it comes to 2 puny ribs, your razor-sharp carbon steel isn't up to the job. It cuts like a butter knife, and the blood is dripping so slow that it could be hours before I even lose consciousness. But my parents are the only parents I know that don't have a lethal pharmacy in their medicine cabinet, and they're out with the car, so that's not an option either. Which means now, thanks to your carbon steel disappointment, I have to sit around and wait. It hurts. The whole point of your knife is so that I don't have to hurt anymore. Do you know what it's like to have kids smear egg yolks on your lunch table right before you get there so you don't have anywhere to sit? Don't worry, they didn't waste your whites. Those went into my lunch bag, and both of those were right under the rotting mouse in my locker. I used to cry about it, but I stopped. I mean, what's the point? Unless you're too busy crying to think. That might be something.
We should be up, dyeing each other's hair purple, talking about vibes, and texting our friends telling them what an amazing time we're having. Sleepover. Sleep. It has nothing to do with sleep. If you wanted to sleep, you should have just stayed home. What's wrong with you? Me? Did we cross into an alternate universe where up is down? What time did you say it was? 4. Everybody's asleep at 4. Not in a sleepover. By 4, we should be up confiding in our deepest, darkest secrets. Secrets so secret that we have to swear on the grave of an A-list celebrity never to tell. Hey, what if people found out we slept? I won't tell anyone. Once you're on the list, do you know how hard it is to get off? I promise. It's like a big black lipstick smudge akin on your forehead. I promise I won't tell. What if I get up extra early? It is extra early. You know, I never would have invited you if I'd known you'd be like this. Wait, I don't want to stop saying this and talk about cups. I'm listening. We can set up a time. 8. No one's getting up at 8 on a Saturday. We can do all that, and then never know. I know. And what if it just slips out? I mean, I see the way you look at Ryan. You look like a whale from science class feeding on a plankton. Yeah, you get a whale mouthy, and something might just slip out. 4 hours, that's all I ask. You ask too much. I could maybe do it if I had some kind of proof that you wouldn't say anything. Proof? Like a hostage. Yeah. If I had a hostage, I could maybe make this work. I promise. Just because you're an honor roll doesn't mean you don't lie. I mean, it's not like I know you or anything. We've been best friends since kindergarten. I mean, I thought I did, but then this, and now you're like some stranger off the street speaking Russian. Come on, we're from Green Sea Goddesses. You're a cat. What? If I had Captain Snuffles, I'd feel better. You want my cat? You can't take my cat. Not take, just for a little while, until I'm sure. Of what? That these 4 hours are just gonna blow up in my face. I'm not giving you Captain Snuffles. Then stay up. I can't, even if I want to. He's at my house. Actually, you psycho! You kidnapped! He chases after Eddie. Oh yeah, he chases after your little brother for 2 miles until a box in your room. I mean, it helps when Eddie rubs tuna fish all over his body and stands outside your window. I'm coming, Captain Snuffles. You don't look so tired now. Give me my cat. Give me a secret first. You're not being a good goddess. Fine. I'm not like Ryan. I don't even like him that much. I'm in love with Jerome. And since we're always standing next to each other, it looks like I'm in love with Ryan. Now give me my cat. I still have nightmares about that clown. What? The clown. The one holding the cotton candy? He won't stop chasing me. Dad, don't laugh. I should have never told you. Did you know that Captain Snuffles was specially trained as a confined cat? Really? No. Oh, you're just making fun of me. Well, I'm not so bad at confining. Yeah? Yeah. My turn for another secret?
This is Frank, 4 a.m. in the studio, so don't be rude. And I'm live here with a special guest. If you all think about him when you're lying there alone, give it up for the big man in the hood, the Grim Reaper! So, Grim, may I call you Grim? I know you're a busy man. Entity. You are very tall. The pictures do not do you justice. So, Mr. Reaper, how does it feel to be the stealer of souls, the taker of lives, the harbinger of doom? Whew. Man, this silence is really scary. The finger wagging in my direction is about to make me wet my pants. This is radio. You can't judge us silently on radio. We're going to commercial. We'll try to get a word, any word from our guest. It's been called or denied. The chef's ultimate weapon. 4 inches of drop-dead sexy. This knife will give your kitchen life the edge it's been missing. And if you don't believe me, then just ask some of our customers. I love this knife. It's so pretty, but it couldn't peel a boiled potato. If I had a kid as lousy as this knife, I'd kick his butt out of the house and change the locks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making such crappy knives.
I wonder if she's up.
I wonder if he's up.
If I call I call him and he's asleep. And she's sleeping, and I wake him. And I wake him. She'll hate me. What if he hates me forever?
What was that? There's nothing under the bed. Or in the closet. Or outside the window.
I can never fall asleep because I know I'm gonna wake up the next day. And we both know enough what that's gonna be. So I put off sleeping as long as I can, which means thinking about the day before. And we both know enough what that ever was. My grades are circling the bowl because it's hard to be smart in school when you only sleep between 5 and 6:30 every morning. So I was just sitting, bleeding, really slowly. Because you guys are incompetent, and I'm trying to get my mind off the pain because it isn't supposed to be like this. Then the power goes out, so now there's no TV, no lights, no computer, no nothing. And my parents are away as usual, even when they're home. So it's just me, totally alone. And I should be free by now, but I'm not. Thanks to you, I'm in my room, bleeding, in the dark. But I was leaning against a wall by my closet, and in the closet was this old battery-powered radio I got at a junk shop. It's the only thing in the house that works. No, I don't have a cell phone, and they make fun of me for that too. Thanks for asking. But the radio works because I guess I made things better in the old days before they started importing light from China. It's only AM, but it's better than silence. Better than what's in my head. There's this talk show about sports, but I don't really get sports. I mean, I want to, but it's like every time I try to talk about it, it just feels fake. And then there's this music in a language that's definitely not English, but not quite Spanish either. And then this scratchy religious guy trying to save my soul if I send him $50. But you and I pretty much clean me out.
I run, and I want to witness something, but there's no movement. I feel so powerful, but hear the scary sounds of blood that's asleep. I'm being clean even more. Wait!
The White Stripes. What line? Great White. James Brown. That's not a band. I meant musical-wise. Fine. White Snake. Black Sabbath. They're a band. Are you happy? I am Iron Man. Man, I am tired. You wanna go sleep? It's 4. Nah, let's keep going. Okay. Ooh, Barry White. Who's that? The love song guy. Okay. Blue Oyster Cult. Nice. Deep Purple. King Crimson. Pink Floyd. Wait. How come every band we come up with is so old? White Stripes aren't old. But that's the only one. I don't know. Old Souls? What's that? My mom says that. I'm not so hell. What's it mean? I think it's I'm named for some guy from the Revolutionary War. So you mean to tell me she thinks he's like in your body? Ooh. You wanna keep going? I can't think of any more bands. Was Purple Haze a song or a band? No, but I can't think of any more. Simply Red. It's my turn. It's still my turn. Fine. What do you want to play? Do you have any bright ideas? Vegetables. Really? Vegetables? That's the best you got? It was his idea. We could do whatever.
Whatever's good, I just need the noise.
Okay, noise. Things like say don't make noise.
Every time it's quiet, every time I close my eyes,
like baseball
the
team,
movie
soccer
starts
team,
playing.
NFL team.
And I want to shut it out with my hands, my pillow, the mini refrigerator, you know, the one when you get to go to college. Or my little sister's Barbie dream house when she got when she was 7, before he broke it.
I didn't know he broke a Barbie dream house.
And every time I just want it to be quiet, the soundtrack keeps getting louder and louder. The screaming, the whacking, the breaking.
It's okay now. It's done, right?
I guess.
What do you want to play?
Vegetables is good.
Carrot. Tomato.
Are you stupid? But tomatoes are fruit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I got it. Soybeans.
Can true love be cast asunder by an error?
Cell phone call? I love him so much.
Juliet, I love you so much. We complete.
Each other's sentences. You're the closed parentheses.
To my open, you are the creed to my closed world.
Whenever I'm near you, I hear a symphony, a tender melody.
To call or not to call? That is the question.
This is Frankie, 4 a.m., your news guru, catching you up since you can't catch any C's. And hours ago, there were several polar bears sighted in major American cities, and according to eyewitnesses in Boston, Detroit, Seattle, and Cleveland, they appeared pretty confused. And as one elderly woman put it, they seemed pretty gosh darn cranky, dearie. If you come across one of these 1,400-pound predators, you're advised to avoid looking like a seal or an ice floe. And a spokesperson from the White House conceded that the migration out of their usual territory could be a sign of global warming, but denied the fact that it could be a sign of imminent apocalypse. And in other news, a tree fell in the forest, but there was no one there to hear it.
I was awakened by some boom at 4 a.m. And at first I just thought I was dreaming, until I see light seemingly dancing against my wall. I get up and I look out the window, and there's a car on fire literally across the street, with flames shooting 15 to 20 feet in the air, with little pops and bigger booms, and the flames shoot higher and higher every time a new spark hits a patch of gas in it. I run over, I call 911, tell them what's happening, and then hang up. That's it. I want to stay in the line. I want them to say, stay in the line until help arrives. But it's not my car. A part of me now wishes that I started the fire. Because then there'd be police and reporters and I could still be a part of it. Now, I really don't wish I started the fire. Because that's not me. I'm not some random kid who just wants to start a car on fire. Except the one time in 5th grade where I kind of set an ant on fire with a magnifying glass. But I'm not asking for much, but my call's not that important. Maybe to tie up another line. I don't know, maybe some little kid's dad's having a heart attack, or some woman's giving birth on her kitchen floor, or some motorcycle lost an argument to an 18-wheeler, and somebody at the scene needs to be taught for CPR. But, of course, mine's not that important. But I'm not asking for much. Just a little nod of the head when the firemen get here to my 2nd-story window. Or a thanks, kid, mouthed under their breath. Maybe then I'd feel a little more included and maybe just a little bit less alone.
Is it here? Of course it's here! Step aside. We'll take it from here.
What are you doing?
Use force if necessary.
Can I use it anyway?
I don't see why not. Nothing in the books about only if necessary.
Keeps me from having a reason.
Explain things.
No fuss, no muss.
But what are you
Silence! I love that! Silence!
But you can't just come in here and bug me.
Why not?
It's 4 in the morning.
When else do you expect us to come?
Noon?
We're here to help you.
Yeah, you're on your side.
You won't be afraid anymore.
Not with us controlling.
Protecting.
Protecting.
Wrong what?
The monster on your bed, of course.
We assumed you knew that.
We'll just be a minute.
So go back to sleep.
I wasn't sleeping.
We have a job to do, so go back to sleep.
Wait!
Prepare for entrapment scenario B12.
What's that one again?
Lots of beating and stomping.
Wait! Stop! Stop it! Don't hurt him! Don't hurt him!
What are you, some kind of monster lover?
No, it's not that.
Sympathizer.
No!
People like you make me sick. No, step aside. I didn't come all this way to prepare the monster bashing.
No! You can't! It's like some kind of memo.
A memo? You some kind of secretary?
That's settled then.
No! Not a memo. A reminder. That's it, a reminder. That every day we're afraid. Every day there's a monster under the bed. But yet, we get through it. You can't run from it, you can't hide from it, and you certainly can't just drown it out bound and gagged. You have to embrace it. You can't have dreams without a little bit of fear, right? Treat it like your pet. Show it love and nurture it.
That's deep.
Dreams and fears.
Together. That's deep. Like Bonnie and Clyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yin and yang.
Chocolate and marshmallow.
Timmy, seriously you don't need us anymore?
I got it from here.
Go to prayer!
I'm about to give up when I hear this other voice. He's barely in a different band from the preacher, so I have to get the dial just right. Which is kind of hard to get to slash first. But I finally get it, and he's like my age. Is anybody out there? It's Frankie, 4 a.m., and if you're awake and alive, just let me know. I've got a great show for you this morning and every morning. Just tune in and let's begin. And I start to listen, and he does all these jokes that are kind of funny and kind of not, and interviews with imaginary celebrities, and you can tell he's doing all the voices, and he's not entirely good all the time, but he's so much better than you. Oh, and then he starts doing these commercials, and he does one for your knives. Guess what? He hates it too. Oh, and at the end it's so funny because he says, thank you for making such crappy knives. Only he's making fun of you. But I think you get that. But I think you get that. And it's like, with the more I listen, I kind of forget I heard. Or I put out in my mind and I'm thinking, what's he going to do tomorrow? How does he know about your knives? Does he take call-ins? There's a phone number, but I don't know if it's real. I want to try calling in. Maybe I can be on a radio show that nobody listens to. I think it'd still be kind of cool though. If the phone number doesn't work, there must be some way of getting in touch with him. Maybe radio people are just like a tribe and somebody will know. But it's like with every minute I listen, it just makes 4 a.m. and my life a little bit easier to take. So, if anything, this is kind of a thank you note. Because if your knives actually worked, I would never have heard from you. So, thank you. Thank you for making such crappy knives.
No, no! I call him not. I call him not.
Rather, 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer slings and arrows outrageous fortune, or to take bone against a sea of troubles, than by dying end them.
Or end us.
I'll
text.
This is Frankie. 4 a.m. spark, 4 a.m. fire. Rolling the night like a vampire.
But the sun's coming up soon, so it's time to retire until that next magic moon. Don't you worry. I'll be back to inspire tomorrow morning, pre-dawning with you once again. And come what may, you can make it through the day. When the light is gone, the fight goes on. Once again, I'll say, is anybody out there? Can anyone hear me? One day, I know somebody will answer back. And until then, I'll keep this faith. Keep this train on track. This is Frankie saying, I know you're out there. So sweet fears and sweet dreams. Ready?